Hello, everybody. This is, I'm sorry. I'm just entertaining myself at this point. Everything I do, it's like, okay, well, that's not going to work. How about this? Is that going to, nope, that's not going to work. Okay, so with all of this Jupiter energy pulling all that energy up from, all this Jupiter energy pulling all this energy up from Pluto and spreading it all over. It's like, okay, is that going to work? Nope. Is that going to work? Nope. All right, well, let's just enjoy how that's not going to work. All right, how's that not going to, okay, sure. Really. So I am, yeah, if I just, at this, between now and tomorrow, maybe the day after, I expect nothing to work. I expect that normally, no. It's all this oppressive energy that's coming up. It's like everything that's not really solid and stable and strong, it doesn't survive Pluto energy. It needs to be reborn. But anyway, hello everybody. I hope your day's going better than mine. So, anybody who's new here, hello, welcome. Just to let you know, we usually spend the first 10 to 13 minutes. I get your questions, and then we talk, and then I read on those questions for the rest of the hour. On Sundays, it's Astrology Answers Sundays, and so it's going to be all about astrology. I'm going to put a post up on the community page and on Patreon because I really want to know, what would you guys like me to go over on Sunday, Astrology Sunday? What would you like me to answer? You have questions for me, again, for the people who are new. If you want to speak to me in any way, just put what you're saying in all caps, because that way I will know that you're talking specifically to me, because there are really, really nice people here, very supportive, who talk to each other, and it's wonderful. But that way I will know that you are speaking to me. So, Lysol is the new Axe body spray. Yes. Absolutely, Mims. Can we take a moment to thank our fabulous troll slayers and give them thumbs up? Oh, to boost Autumn's site. Thank you for that. I'm totally down. Thank you so much to our troll slayers. We have the best moderators on the internet. They make this possible. They keep us safe. Thank you. Thank you. I don't like Lysol. I can't actually get any Lysol. I can't get Clorox wipes. I'm having trouble getting paper towels. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm scrolling back up, and and this black and orange, this is a 10% to charity endeavor, a 10% of any income, gross. It's not after expenses or anything, but 10% of any gross income goes directly to feedingamerica.org. They supply food to food banks all over the country, and there are people really in dire straits. And I'm making my quarterly donation probably somewhere around the 7th, so in about 4 days, something like that. All right, so I'm scrolling all the way back, and I'm up to the top. I'm looking for your questions. Autumn, will Trump be prosecuted for crimes against humanity since so many have died as a result of his actions or inactions? I doubt it, but I will put that on the list of things to read on, simply because a lot of leaders, they don't get, a lot of Western leaders, they don't get in the trouble that they should for incompetence and mismanagement and all of that. But let's have a look. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Yes, Hope. I agree. Okay. Autumn, why was Jared put in charge of the medical stockpile? Where did all the equipment go all of a sudden? Why did we have to buy from Russia when other countries offered to help us? Yeah, we need to look at Jared. Did anyone see the bit of his fascinating turn in the White House press room yesterday when he said that the the stockpile, the medical stockpiles are for us, not for states to use. Who's us? Who's us? Seriously, I'll wait. I'll wait to rant about Jared until later. Whew. Yeah, he's selling it to the highest bidder. Yep. Exactly. I'll just add that on there to that. But all right, put this back on. I've got to replace this computer at some point. The fan is far too noisy for live streams. All right, scrolling down, looking for all things in all caps. Autumn, what is really left in the stockpile that Jared says that anyone has to go through him to get anything? Yeah, it's a mess. Why can't the Ivanka crappy fashion line factory make masks and gowns for the medical providers and donate them, says Mims. Let's read on Ivanka. You're adorable, Mims, that you think anything positive about the mafia princess. The breathy mafia princess. Oh, I do not like these people. I do not like these people. I do not like them in the White House. Anyway. Biden and Trump are planning a phone call to talk about C-19. How will that go down? Oh, I saw Trump's amusement when someone asked about it. It will get Trump an opportunity to blame Biden. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's looking, right now he's looking at it as a chance to be condescending. But, oh, a friend of my best friend has a 3D printer and is making face masks. How awesome is that, Bismo? Yes, that's thank the Troll Slayer. Okay, it jumped, jump, bump. Okay, I'm going back up. Okay. Lysol is toxic to cats. Well, it's good that I don't use it. Oh my goodness, Mims, you have, these emojis are coming through, the hearts and then those bouquets and the roses and the green leaf. That is beautiful. Wow, those are rendering particularly beautifully today. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Anything in all caps? Did Trump catch the beer virus? Was he given experimental drugs to help fight it? Bismo, I've read on. I'm not going to read on it just because I don't believe for 1 second. From what I've read and his character, he didn't get it. He didn't use an experimental drug. He has not yet. He himself has not yet gotten it because he is not taking any of it seriously enough yet. No, it's the little people. It's the others. When a malignant narcissist does not, if the problem does not hurt him, forget it. And that's what's going on. Why did he not put a national stay-at-home order for everyone? I'll look at that, but I think related to that, there's something else related to this that made me think of, and now it's gone. The supplies to Republican states. Is anybody else having, is it just me? Maybe it's not the astrology. Is anybody else it's just like everything's frustrating today, extra frustrating. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Sniffles, probably allergies. Probably, well, if it's sniffles, it's probably allergies because that's not really the, it's more of a coughing throat thing. Melanie's saying, yes, very frustrated the past 2 days, very angry. Okay, I think it's the astrology. I really do. Oh my gosh. Priesteris needs prayers. Fractured my shoulder. Oh, bless. All right, let's take just a minute. Let's take just a minute here. We are all connected. We are all connected to each other and connected to the divine. We do not have to beg or anything like that. All we have to do is ask that the highest level of divine energy flow through us, flow to us, and flow through us and out into the world, to fill the world with the highest levels of divine energy, the bright light for health and healing, kindness, goodness, just positive energy, just brightening everyone and everything in all the world with the most positive energy for the good of all. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, how's Dr. Fauci holding up? He's fed up. He's fed up, but he'll do what he has to do. And when Trump kicks him out, he'll just keep working hard wherever he can. Will we have a loss of health insurance because of the virus? That's a good question, Lena. I like that. There's a lot to read on today. Okay, looking for things in all caps. Okay, it jumped. It jumped. Okay, there. Melanie, I'm with you. Janice saying, yeah, I'm having a funky day. Yep. Migraine. I just saw the word migraine somewhere. MIMS. 4 out of 6 days of migraine. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I've got a headache. Yeah, it's the energy. Pluto is nothing. You do not shake it. Pluto's nothing to take lightly. Even with Jupiter over it, it just expands it out. And it's helpful, but it's still... Whew. Yep, got to pick your energy up. Yeah, just keep trying to draw down as much positive energy into yourself as possible, and having it come into you and then flow out into the world. Jazzy Girl, hi everyone. Why am I not getting notifications of this? Or yeah, YouTube's being YouTube. There are a lot of YouTube is also very, very heavily just automated now. So there's a lot going on. I'm sorry if I've missed your question. The thing keeps jumping and I have to scroll up, and I think I've seen something, so let me, okay. Captain Crozier, what's going to happen to him? Does astrology say anything about deja vu? I've never thought about that, but I'm sure it does. And I'm guessing it has something to do with Neptune, because Neptune does the weird, Neptune does the weird stuff. Thank you. Good. Good. Yeah, my energy feels a little lighter now, so that's good. Help everybody. Oh, Carla's saying, hearing you calms me down. It's cloudy here. It's cloudy here too. I hope you're okay. I really want you guys, I really want you guys to be okay. I thought it was an allergy headache, but now it makes sense. Never got headache before. Deborah, yep. Yep, headache. I've got a headache. Okay. Shoulder pain. Meditation. Okay, okay. All right, wonderful people. It is, yep, bingo, 14 minutes, and it is time to do the readings. And let me just clear that out so I can read it properly. View. Zoom text width. Okie dokie. Aha, there we go. And one more thing, and then I will be able to read. I just want to be able to make sure I can see these as clearly as possible. There we go. It is feeling like a let's see. I specifically wore these nails today because I find that it will often cheer people up. Like I get a lot of positive comments when I read these nails, or when I wear these nails when I read. So I thought, that's it. I'm pulling out the copper. Okay. Reading on Trump. I don't know, it feels like a housewives' day. Okay. Will things get better, I think is the question I just saw there. Yes. Yes, they will. Will things get better in May? They're going to get better, period. Drink some hot tea, Jill is saying. I like that. Oh, Deborah likes the housewives deck. Okay, Kathy Anderson, great idea. Everybody, let's take a deep breath together, okay? And out. One more time, deep breath in. And out. Great idea. Okay. All right. Will Trump be prosecuted? Where are we? We are at 17. Okay. Okay. Will Trump be prosecuted for all of this inaction? There's some dirty dealings going on in the background. There are some dirty, I mean, we all suspect it, but boy, the energy's there. Is Trump going to be prosecuted for crimes? I think it's more than just as a result of his inaction. Is Trump going to be prosecuted for crimes committed during this, in relation to this crisis? Is Trump going to be prosecuted for crimes committed during this crisis? Is Trump going to be prosecuted? Wow, kind of hard to read today. Energy feels very thick. Eight of Wands. There's a whole lot. Oh, there's a whole lot of prosecutions coming toward Trump. This would be one of many. As soon as he's out of office, New York is going to be on him like white on rice. King of Wands. Three of Wands. They've destroyed a lot of. They're trying to use apps that destroy communications. They're using private emails. They're destroying records. We already know that. Ten of Swords is right in the middle. Seven of Swords. Ace of Wands. This is taking action against the corruption. That's screwing with the supply chain. They're saying, oh, well, you don't want to mess with the supply chain. They are messing with the supply chain. They're very much messing with the supply chain to make money and for their cronies to make money. And this is hiding records, trying to keep people out from seeing what they're really doing. And this is really, really hurting the people who need that stuff the most, that medical equipment, that equipment the most. They are just stabbing them in the back. This, I don't know about prosecution, but I'm getting this is huge. This is a huge sword in Trump's political back for sending the medical supplies to, go through a money-making endeavor for people, having a bidding war, making states have a bidding war. It's going to hurt him politically. Like I've already said, the anger, when I try to read on Trump between now and the election, the anger toward him is the best. I mean, seriously, I even think about, the anger towards Trump. I get a mental image of like a forge where they take a piece of metal that's been in the fire and you take it out and it's that burning metal, glowing metal. Dave, I might get a chance to look at that. Trump prosecuted. Oh, it's Kushner. Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. This is all money, money, money. Lovers, Temperance, Page of Wands. Somebody in the administration has grown a tiny, tiny bit of conscience. Just a little bit. And I don't know who. But this is, we're going to make money. We're going to feed off the public trough. Money. His supporters, the business people just love him, or at least they're saying they love him. They don't, but they'll make money from it. So, but there's somebody in there has a little bit of a conscience somewhere and is saying, we need to temper this down a bit and help the little people. But that's almost like after they're about to be caught, or there's like a near miss of how much trouble people are gonna be in for this. This is tiny. So I'm not getting energy about prosecutions. I'm getting energy that there's serious. This is unconscionable what they're doing. But Trump, I've read on this guy on this channel since the middle of 2017, and I was reading on him before that, just myself. All right, let's see if it'll reconnect properly. Sorry about that. Were you able to hear me? Were you guys able to hear me? What's the last thing you guys heard? No, it finally reconnected. Okay, had to reload. What was the last thing you guys heard? No. Trying to read on Trump. Oh, I was just trying? Yes, Autumn. That you've been reading on him since 2017. Yes, I can't wrap my head around somebody who has no empathy, who would have his chauffeur drive over a puppy if it was in his way. I mean, he doesn't have any. I can't even wrap my head around it. I try. So it's awful. All right, so we're going to read on Jared, the other wonderful human being. People growing a conscience was the last thing we heard. Okay, well, what I'm getting is I'm not getting anything about prosecution. I'm just getting that there's a whole lot of dirty dealings going on, and business leaders going along with it, even people saying they like him. I got the lover's card in the middle. It was like, yes, you're so great. Okay, can I go now? Because they want their companies to make money. They want to make money. And even some business leaders who, honestly, they don't want to have anything to do with this, but they don't see any other way to get materials where they should be, or to be able to help or stay in business. They're worried about their employees still being, still having a job. And so they're going along with things that they normally wouldn't. But yeah, there's some people who are just like, woohoo, party time. So, yeah, I mean, I saw this morning, I was looking on Amazon, and I was looking at these containers that you can put like paper towels in, to pull them out individually. And these containers, the ones, home sized, not industrial, they were like $40, maybe $45. And I was looking at them, and I was flipping through and looking at some of the others, and there was somebody else who was selling, okay, packs of 4, granted, okay. Packs of 4, so what, 40 times 4 is 160? Let's say they were 50. Let's say they were $50 each. Okay, 4 of them would be 200, right? Packs of 4 for $375. Yep. Renee is saying, I always said never trust anyone who doesn't have and never had a pet. I agree. Every once in a while there will be an exception, somebody who travels a lot, who they don't have a pet because they don't believe they could give it enough of everything it needs. But generally speaking, yeah. I mean, heck, even Hitler liked dogs. Something. Trump doesn't even like animals at all. It's like, yeah. Anyway, let's move on to, we are at, well, this is saying about 28, but we'll have to see what the final numbers are, because it disconnected. It kicked me out and I didn't know it. All right, let's look at Jared. He's so vile. I was thinking about this after him talking about the stockpiles are for us, not for states to use when they need them. That's a direct quote. For us. What does us mean? You, the rich people? What? You to make money in the, I mean, ugh. And someone said, I saw on Twitter, someone did business with, I know this is third hand, but this guy was saying his like brother or something had to do business with Kushner, whenever, way back when, and said he's never dealt with anybody who was, used the word mendacious, basically a liar. He's never met anyone who was more mendacious, a wannabe bully, and stupid. And I basically thought about it, and really the only reason I can come up with to justify Jared Kushner's existence at this point is that Ivanka deserves him. Yeah. Jared. CNN anchor Brooke Baldwin has COVID. Oof, that's terrible. Bless. Oh, right, Kushner. It's taking me a minute to calm down. I just want to read on Kushner in general here. I know his family has a lot of money, but how can anybody, he really feels like he's not bright at all. And he's so out of depth in his family's business. It's been a long time since I read on him. I'm kind of trying to wrap my head around just... I'm sorry, but he feels as dumb as a brick. Kushner. Oh yeah, and we got to see him because he got to go to the presser yesterday, and I love how he was on for about 30 seconds, and Chuck Todd, who's not necessarily my favorite anchor, even Chuck Todd was like, well, yeah, okay, so let's get back to what we were saying. We'll keep an eye on that. And so it was only later I heard about the, where he said the stockpile's for us, not for states. Queen of Cups. King of Pentacles, he's been spoiled. He's been spoiled his whole life. His brother is not a Trump supporter. Married Carly Kloss, I think. But all of them, they feel very spoiled. Very spoiled. All right, for anyone who's maybe listening, I got the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Sorry, I should go more slowly. Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Five of Cups, and Three of Wands. This Five of Cups in the Housewife's deck. He's just making a mess of everything. He is just, he's making everything 50 times harder. And people are having to clean up after him. The center of the reading is the Seven of Swords. I'm wondering why I've got backstabbing here. Because for Jared on the left, I've got parents who spoiled the heck out of him. And while it was traumatic when his father went to jail, his father got out of jail. And things haven't changed a whole lot. Changed a little. Okay, so he's making a huge mess of things, but what is the Seven of Swords? You know, I thought I saw a couple of questions zip by about, you know, is he blackmailing people? Is he a blackmailer? Is he, I'm having trouble here because honestly, I don't, to do something like be a blackmailer, you have people who are how do I put this? There are certain kinds of cons and con men and people who do illegal things, where you have to have a certain amount of brain power to do it. There you have to be, you've got to be fast on your feet, and you've got to really be able to read people, even with all his money. I'm not feeling that he's bright enough to. He is. He's dumb as a box of rocks. I'm sorry, he is. That's the energy. But what is the Seven of Swords? Yeah, my gosh, the staff is cleaning up after. It's like the whole Trump, you know, Trump, Kushner, Pence, all of them. It's like they're sitting around congratulating themselves and all of this kind of thing, and literally one circle out of all the people supporting them in the government are constantly cleaning up. It's like, all right, well, what are they doing? All right, how can we clean that up? We have to clean it up. We have to clean it up. Hey, that's an insult to rocks. I hear you, Hope. The Seven of Swords. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. The Seven of Swords is, he wants to make sure that his family doesn't get outbid in the marketplace for the money, for the stuff. He wants to make sure that somewhere in his company, they're making money from this somehow, and he wants to make sure that they don't get undercut. And that's what he considers being stabbed in the back. That his family can't fully take advantage of this crisis, that somebody might make more money from it than them. That's exactly what I just got for that. Wow. That's awful. There, and everybody's cleaning up around them. It's everything they do. It's somebody's cleaning up behind. Over and over and over and over and over. All right, so then we get to read on the Mafia Princess. Kathy Anderson, I'm agreeing with you on that one. Particular emoji. Yeah, go Pelosi, go, exactly. All right, let's read on Ivanka, the Mafia, the breathy Mafia Princess. Miss Complicit. Let me show you Instagram pictures of me playing with my children while I've just completely stood by while my father's administration ripped families apart, took children out of mothers' arms for daring to not get killed or end up in prostitution back in the countries they're from. Oh no, but then she posted something fairly recently about tape brooms together so you can build a fort with your kids. It's like, you have got to be kidding me. She's vile. She's absolutely vile. Anyway, where are we? Yeah, about 39. She, in theory, she shuttered her business. So, yeah, whatever. But funny, she got all of those trademarks from China. All right, Ivanka. They're haters. They're haters. And well, I have to support my father. Well, yeah, your entire fortune is based on your father. Without him, you wouldn't have any of it. She really spends a lot of time. She spends a lot of thought about what other people are seeing. What she looks like with their kids, what our kids look like, what she looks like with their husband, what she has there's a channel on YouTube called Shallon Lester, and she does a bunch of she usually does videos about celebrity stuff, but it's not just celebrity stuff, it's what can we learn from it, from what celebrities are doing, what stupid things, various celebrities are up to. And there's a thing that there's one thing on that she talks about, which is it's a really good way to put this, and that is there are warm-blooded animals and there are cold-blooded animals, and not in the traditional sense of are you kind or cold, mean, or no, but in the sense of can you keep stasis in your own self-esteem? Can you get up and live and what have you? Or do you constantly have to post something so you get those likes, so you feel valid, like you feel like a valid person? Do you constantly need outside input, approval? Thank you, Solange. Thank you. Solange, I am so sorry, but I only do political. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is it's political tarot readings. Sorry. Anyway, she is very much a cold-blooded animal. She has to have a camera, an audience. She has to have constant. You're so pretty. You're beautiful. The people who do her hair and her makeup and the clothes and what have you, they suck up to her like they do her father. I don't know that she's a full-blown narcissist like he is. No, she cares what other people think, but she doesn't care about them. She cares that she's getting validation. I think it had to do with growing up with a narcissistic father, where nothing was good enough except what she looked like. Okay. Yeah, she's in the middle of it. That's the card of vice. And she turns a blind eye. She puts up with stuff her father does. She turns a blind eye to things her husband does. But these are all choices she's making. These are really bad choices. 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Yeah, that's her world. Judgment. Center of the reading. What does she weigh? It's like she's a piece of meat. The World, King of Cups. It's not Jared. Yeah, this is the world she was already living in, and now she's just doing it on a world stage. And this is her choice. What else could she do? Get a job that has nothing to do with her name or father? Yeah, I don't like reading on other people's religious beliefs. You believe what you want to believe. I wonder, I don't know, but I wonder if, thank you, Deborah. I wonder if her, conversion was more about his approval than her own religious beliefs. No, I'm not done venting. Me? Anyway. King of Cups here. it feels like Democrats, because once Democrats gain more power and Trump's out, he's out with a vengeance. Kate's asking something about Trump's sister. Is she a part of the corruption? I have the energy. It feels like she's just trying to keep her head down, but I don't know. Donald really cows his siblings, and he took all of them to the cleaners after his father died. He got them to agree to all kind of horrible things. Okay, so what's going to happen with the princess? Will she ever use her real voice? Well, that's the point. Will Ivanka ever use her real voice? Those two cards, I would say, yes, she's going to take her own sense of power, her own sense of self. She's going to say, I am here, I am me. And then 2 seconds later, she's going to be freaking out that she's not getting the same approval, that she's not... She equates that affect on her voice with her status, her identity. Low and deep sounds manly. Breathy, but breathy is weak and feminine, and you must protect me. And a breathy Barbie doll. So therefore, yeah, she's a cold-blooded animal. She doesn't. She can't self-regulate her self-esteem. Okay. So what's going to happen here with the princess? Oh, that's mean. Oh, that's mean. The energy I'm getting is she is utterly inconsequential, and soon she will be utterly, completely, permanently inconsequential. Like, wow. Look, I know the energy's bad, and most people have got headaches, and that was okay. That's the energy. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, she's just this, look at me. She's not really doing work. But she's playing the part and sitting just so and doing it in high heels, and because other people are going to be watching. 6 of Swords. Oh, there's a Devil card again. Queen of Swords. 7 of Wands. And the Sun again. She's going to go off into the sunset, being as insecure as she is. Growing up with Trump as her father was ugly, and he got her into modeling at like 13, and there was nasty stuff. Queen of Swords here, you would think that this would be her standing up for herself and saying, I'm not putting up with this anymore. That's what the card says, but that's not what it feels like. Let me see what's going on with this Queen of Swords. She equates Kushner bullies her heavily, but she takes that as a sign of strength. Ooh, Talk about some epic daddy issues. What's with the Queen of Swords here? Cleaning up. If I have to give up friends, I have to give up friends. If I have to give up people I knew, I give up people I knew. If I have to, whatever I have to do. Oh, this King of Cups is back. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't. I know what this is. This is Kushner when he's being a man baby. In the other one, it was Democrats gaining power, which will make her a footnote in history. And I know that sounds mean, but that's the energy. It's just, you just, trying to, when you're dealing with, when you're married to someone who's a bully, you're constantly trying to judge their feelings. And you're trying to keep everything looking perfect and constantly, perfect. Yeah, she's, it's like she's in a, it's like she's in a circle of, I want approval, I got approval, I don't have approval, I have to get approval. I have approval, I don't have approval. They approved me and then nothing's happening. It's not getting it. And it's just this, she's just on this constant, yes. Okay. All right. Next. We are at 53. Oh, okay. We're going back to. I'm glad you're okay, why, baby. Let's see. It is, yeah, we're at about 53, and we are going to go back. We're going to go back into Trump land, yay, because we're going to look at the supplies. Why and what Trump's reaction. Why is Trump not putting in a national stay-at-home order? Renee, she is a hollow shell. Okay. Yeah, mannequin. Ivanka is a mannequin, a store mannequin. And if there's nobody, if there aren't any shoppers walking by admiring what she's wearing or whatever, she doesn't exist. She feels like she doesn't exist. But anyway, why is Trump not putting in a national stay-at-home order for everybody? Bad advice. Trump is getting bad advice, and he can't. He can't wrap his head around what's happening. He doesn't. This sort of organizing medical supply, that's somebody else's job. That's not mine. But it's like, go fix that. And then everyone will say, I show great leadership. That's how it should be. And I'll sit through, what was it, one of the earlier pressers, got my eyes closed, sorry if I can't read it, what you're doing, I've got my eyes closed. Early in one of the pressers, he was saying that, yeah, I was in with this, we had this long meeting and really, you know, and it just made, he made it sound like it had been like they are all day long in this meeting going over all the minutia about this and that. And he's like, yeah, we're in this long meeting. We're really working hard. It's, the meeting started at 3 o'clock. And it's like, the presser's at like 5:30. By the way, don't forget there's an article, I believe it's in Politico, about the parallels between Trump and Hoover. Great big personalities who just withered when faced with a real crisis, and why. All right, why not give a national stay-at-home order? That's all I'm getting. Go away. That's somebody else's job. Like, really strongly. That's not my job. National stay-at-home order. It's complicated. There's minutia. There's the whole topic is just this whole medical thing. There's stuff to, like, pros and cons to, and little people, like those little, how he used to say that he wanted his, gosh, I hate even saying this out loud. This is not me saying this. I am quoting the President of the United States. In the past, he has said he wants his accountants to be Jewish. It's like, you sick. Blankety blank 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 blank. It's the little people are that's what they're for. Four of Cups. Yeah, I don't want it. I want all the power, but this is too much bigger. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand what's happening. He doesn't understand the medical stuff. He doesn't understand what's needed. He's out of his element, and he can't handle it. It's a burden. It's a huge burden. He can't, it's not business related. It's not something he's already familiar with. And at his age, right now, he just isn't capable of learning. Doesn't with responsibility, yeah. Other people are constantly cleaning up after him. Well, different states will need different things, so let them decide. Let anybody but him decide. This is a burden. This is a burden. And yeah, I don't want that. And then you get criticism from, like, Pelosi. She's like right there. Oh, it's going to be another witch hunt. Because that's what he understands. He understands what he's already gone through. But that's why he hasn't put in a national stay-at-home order. And I'm just getting this. It's almost, I'm not saying it's violent, but it's so strident of that's somebody else, like almost like practically like maybe knocking over his Diet Coke. That's somebody else's problem. That's not, and it's that anger because he's out of his element. It makes him feel weak, and he cannot. He does love chaos, Bismo, but it's insulting to him. I don't think it's population control by Putin's order. I really don't. Travels. I've never gotten anything like that. And Putin isn't as strong as he thinks he is. Big baby Trump. Yes, Kathy, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Where is Trump going to get? Let me see. Where am I? Oh, there's 60. Is Trump going to get in trouble for... Oh, just instantly sending stuff to Republican states, but not Democratic states? Putin knows better. Yeah, Putin is a nightmare, but Putin is smart. That's the one nice thing I can say. I guess he's using it for evil, but that is one thing I can say about Putin. He's stupid in that he can't separate out his ego from, but he's cunning. That's the word. Oh, am I buffering? Okay, well, I'm connected, so at least there's that. In chaos, you can steal. Yes, exactly. Okay, let's look at, is Trump going to get into trouble? Is the administration going to get in trouble? Specifically, is Trump going to get in trouble for sending supplies instantly to red states and not to blue? Oh, hello, Pumpkin. How are you? There's the kitty at the top of the cat tree. They don't get to see you very often. No, they don't. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. And kitty. Okay, sorry. Well, they get in trouble for mismanagement. Mismanagement. Anger. People are so angry with him. So angry with Trump. So angry with everybody but Fauci. So angry with everybody who gets up there. So angry. Mismanagement people, and I hate to say this, but I mean, people died during the people were mentioned. People died when Trump started cracking down on immigration, but now it's a lot of people's own families being affected. They're losing their own relatives, and that's a whole different thing to them. Shouldn't be, but please timestamp when the Fur Baby makes a cameo. I love their appearances. Thank you. Are there? Is he going to get trouble for this mismanagement? I'm just asking about mismanagement because it's overwhelming and it's breaking hearts, and there are so many nurses who are getting in front of cameras, and the ones who are showing on the news are mostly female nurses getting on camera, young women crying because of what a nightmare they're in. Ten of Swords, Four of Wands, Hierophant. There's the Emperor, tub of lard that he is. We worked so hard. And people at home seeing in the news how many people are being hurt. This obviously Trump cares about what's on TV, but this is all connected together. This feels slightly off to the side a bit. It's like, it doesn't matter how much you say, we're working so hard. And Trump believes it because he doesn't know what working hard is. He doesn't. And all of these people working and not sleep, oh my gosh, that's hard work. You know, I'm not having executive time until noon every day. I'm working hard. But people can see. People are stuck at home and they can see all the damage being caused by that failure. So that's definitely what we're talking about. So people are going to be able to see it. Are there going to be more consequences? Is it just voting? Is it voting? Is it lawsuits? Is it what is it? Yeah. And let us not forget that moment that Trump came out and said, I don't take responsibility at all. We know. Mismanagement. What are the consequences for Trump and his con artist administration? Well, the consequences, they are sharing the wealth amongst themselves. Generosity. This is the card of generosity, but it doesn't feel like generosity as in helping people. They're helping themselves. Three of Cups, High Priestess, King of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Hangman. Oversight. McConnell's going to try to he's going to do everything he can to twist things around so that there will be as little oversight as possible, but nope. Oversight. There's going to be oversight, and it is going to make Trump and his merry band of con men look really bad. Because there's so much need. There's so much, people need so much together. They need to join forces, use higher wisdom, but this is keep secrets. This feels more, they should use higher wisdom, but this is keeping secrets and McConnell trying to get in the way. But boy, does that feel like oversight. So, I think we'll be hearing a lot about it, is what that feels like. I'm getting a bit tired, but let me see if there's anything else. Let me just throw a few cards on health insurance. Is this going to drag under health insurance companies and, well, people? Most of the people I know don't have health insurance. They get hit with the virus, they're toast, financially. Don't get tired, Autumn, we need you. I understand, Deborah, thank you. All right, health insurance. Yeah, as far as me getting tired, I mean, people do this. There are people that they do this for hours every day. I have no idea how. They do a ton of personal readings. I have no idea how. I guess I don't have the stamina for it. My stamina's not great in the first place, but yeah, but anyway. The health insurance. Ow, searing pain. I mean, just, it's very different from what's going on in the energy of the White House, everything else I've been reading on today. But yeah, people who don't have insurance, hospitals who need to pay for their services and pay their staff, and people who can't, and insurance companies. It feels like people thinking more and more that insurance companies, that like, what's the point of having insurance? Six of Wands. The hospitals. This is people trying to keep the hospitals clean and functioning. That's what that feels like right now because of this crisis. Oh, sorry. Five of Swords, masks, PPE. That's what that feels like. Interesting. Page of Swords, touching. Lovers. We love our very heroic people in the medical field and the people supporting them. Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords. Huh. All right. This is just talking about the situation. Right there. Let's just talk about the situation. PPE. Touching surface, the virus transmission, and our very, 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 very brave medical personnel fighting this. And on the one hand, yes, this is people who don't have the PPE, but really what this feels like is the patients who are really stuck. The people who are, you can't get blood out of a stone. And what are you going to do? You're going to have how many million people declare medical bankruptcy? What's going to happen with healthcare, insurance? People, I may have to read on this more tomorrow. Yeah, so my energy's draining out of my toes. Well, that's sharing with others. That is everybody. It's a communal. Take care of everybody that needs to be taken care of. Ten of Pentacles, again the Lovers. Okay, I think we're gonna have to read on this tomorrow because right now I can't get past the energy of medical. In a country that is as well off as we are, or medical personnel making horrendous choices, having to make horrendous choices for lack of equipment is unconscionable. And that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm about to fall asleep on the desk, so do hang in there. Okay, so I will, Lokeisha, sorry, I'm going, but I'll be back tomorrow. Same pumpkin time, same pumpkin channel. I'll put a post up on the, are we still buffering? Are we connecting? Are you there? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I guess it disconnected again. Trying to see what was the last thing you guys okay, people are just saying thank you. I refreshed and you're back. Okay, we'll get through it together. We will. If I don't know when it disconnected, so just so you know, I'm going to put a post up on the community page and in Patreon about what do you guys want me to cover on Astrology Sunday. And I was just saying that I usually pick like one topic and try to go into it because it takes a lot. If you have a whole bunch of different questions, oh, hang on. Excuse me. If you have a bunch of questions on a whole bunch of different things, then it's a lot of, you go to this chart and print that out and get this and then do that and research and look, and it can be a lot. So what's a main topic kind of thing? That would help a lot. All right, so you guys have a great day. Good luck out there. Stay safe. And I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you for being here, and thank you so much to our moderators. You guys are the bomb. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.